I'm going to show you my three-part system to finishing wood art just like this, and you know what? You're going to be blown away.
Welcome back to the shop, everybody. Today I'm going to show you my technique on finishing wood art just like this. This is rosewood. It's unfinished. It's been sanded to 220 grit, and now we're going to make this thing come alive. Here's the kicker. Sanding, I know, is not a lot of fun, but finishing is more than just sanding. It's what you put on top of the wood that also makes a huge difference. You need both to work synergistically together to create something magical. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get into it. So here's my three-part system. I'm going to start with my board butter. Uh, Try mine. It's great stuff. Try somebody else's. That's cool. But start with the board butter. And what I'm going to do, I have this in bulk, as you can imagine. What I'm going to do is apply the board butter and allow this luscious stuff to just kind of soak in. Now, see what happens right away? What a difference between the colors of the wood, treated and untreated. So once I get this all coated with board butter, I'm going to go ahead and let this sit for maybe 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess. I'm going to do both sides because everybody looks at the back side. You know, I turn bowls, for instance. What's the first thing that somebody does? They pick up the bowl and flip it over. I don't know why, but there it is. Okay, so this is going to sit, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you the second step. You're going to be a little surprised by this, but trust me, people who buy my art are always amazed at the luxurious feel this stuff has. So I wiped off the excess board butter, and now it's time for step two, which is using Skyler Ewing Woodworking, which is Sawdust and Splinters, YouTube, using her abrasive paste, which has mineral oil, beeswax, pumice, and tripoli. That's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? So what I'm going to do is use a rag and just get a little bit on the surface of the wood, spread it around. And the reason I'm doing it on the wood and not on this pad is that this is a little cleaner. It tends to not blow stuff, spread it all around through my shop. Now, this is an abrasive paste, and right now, you can kind of hear it maybe. It's got that little sandy material, but what's going to happen is that when I go ahead and use my abrasive pad, it's going to break down that pumice, and it's just going to make this wood feel so smooth and luxurious. So I'm going to do this in time lapse to save your ears and your time.
If you're liking the content, hit subscribe and hit that bell so you get all the notifications.
Let's wipe off any excess. Then we're going to get a first feel of this. Not a whole lot on there. This is about 200% smoother than when it was with 220 grit. Somebody's going to pick this up and go, oh man, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the third step, which is a Carnauba wood finish and polish. This is my go-to for so many things. You're going to love it. So let's apply it just like we did. See how beautiful that is? Now, if you find that you get splotches of dryness, just scrape that off. You'll get down to the nice, beautiful Carnauba. And what I do, it doesn't take a ton. Same routine, I kind of smear it around. We're going to let the buffing pad do the work. And this is the one where we want plenty of friction. Friction equals heat. Heat is what sets this Carnauba nicely into the pores of the wood. And on time lapse again, I'm going to show you how I do this. So sit back and enjoy. That worked out really well. The luster has built up with my angle drill and that buffing attachment, I was able to build up some friction and heat to set that Carnauba deep into the wood grain. And that polishing action actually makes the wood even smoother than what it was with the abrasive paste, which is pretty amazing. So at this point, we're very close to being done. All I have to do is come back in about 20 minutes and use a clean cloth, wipe off any excess that might be on there. If I don't do that and I happen to put a thumbprint in it, I'm probably going to have to go back and sand it. So we don't want to do that. Trust me, I've done it before. So this is looking cool. The three-step process I'm showing you is a tried and true winner. It will set you apart from other people, and especially if you're doing shows, or for myself, I do tons of Etsy stuff, and it just makes a difference to be better than other people. Okay, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, this looks fantastic. I'm going to take a microfiber cloth, just wipe down any little bit of excess there might be, which there truly isn't much, I can tell. It tends to get absorbed into the wood and polished off with that pad. Now, I wish you're all here to do the field test. This is amazing. So this would be like equivalent to maybe 1,000 grit. It is just so ridiculously soft, supple, smooth. It's warm to the touch. There's a nice luster to the wood. That's just really, really impeccable. So for me, all I have to do now is to finish this up by putting in a wall hanger. But this project is essentially done. But you've now seen my three-part system to finishing wood art, and it is a powerful system. Somebody's going to pick this up and just, they'll have to have it because it feels that good. It looks that good. So you can set yourself apart from everybody else with a very simple system, and I absolutely believe that you're going to fall in love with this. I know I have. So in the show notes, I'm going to have a link to the board butter, and I'm going to have a link to my friend Skyler Ewing's products, the abrasive paste and the Carnauba wood finish and polish. And I've got a coupon code for that, so you're going to save a few bucks, which is a real bonus. And until next time, I guess we're going to wrap this up and see you later. Thank you very much for following along. I really appreciate it. It's fun, and I've got tons of cool content coming up in 2025, so please stay tuned. All right. Thanks, everybody.